Who is the most valuable member of the Fiendish 5? This is what I wanted to answer in this video. So stick all the way until the end, and I would love to hear y'all's feedback and y'all's opinion on who y'all think is the most valuable member of the Fiendish 5. Number 5, Mugshot. Mugshot, I have to put him at the very bottom, unfortunately, just because he doesn't really provide anything besides his strength. Granted, he is very strong, and in this throughout this series we even understand that he's even stronger than Murray.
Time to crack some skulls!
Murray, you can't hurt Mugshot with your fists. Try using the switch in the middle of the hangar.
In order to take him down, it's going to be a handful, but unfortunately, if that's the only thing he can bring to the table, I'm going to have to salt him down at the very end. Number 4, Panda King. Panda King, shockingly, the reason I put him above Mugshot is I believe he's pretty strong too. And in our fight encounter with Panda King, he's shown that he is a student of martial arts. So for that reason, I feel like he has a little bit of Mugshot's attribute in learning how to fight and being able to hold his own. But also, he is a demolition expert. Now, that does need to be in quotations because the only demolition that he knows how to do is through his fireworks. And that's why I have him down at number 4, because who wants a demolition expert, but it has to only go through the route of fireworks? It seems very limited. Number 3, Sir Raleigh. Sir Raleigh, man, he is a very wealthy, smart individual. He kind of reminds me of maybe like an evil Batman in terms of being the chief machinist and so wealthy. He comes up with the most craziest inventions. I mean, he created a giant metal blimp that also acted as a weather machine. He alternated the weather in order to start sinking a bunch of ships. And also, that wasn't his only main invention. I'm pretty sure he would have created other inventions for the Fiendish 5. And with enough time, I feel like he could have made enough inventions for any scenario that would have came up. Number 2, and I feel like this is a little controversial, but we're going to go ahead and throw in Miss Ruby. Miss Ruby, she, I believe, has the highest potential in understanding her mystic powers. I fully believe she hasn't really tapped into her potential. And I think she's just kind of maneuvering through life into where she gets that reason or opportunity to really let out all of her powers. And I feel like that would be pretty scary. She kind of reminds me of WandaVision from Avengers. And that's why I have her placed at number 2, because I believe she has the highest potential. But I can see the argument for why you want to put her a little bit lower, because as of right now, she's not as strong or lethal to the other Fiendish 5. I feel like she's barely scratching the surface of her powers. Number 1, Clockwork. He is a mastermind behind this whole operation, so he is very smart. The reason why I have him above Sir Raleigh is because he's also been alive for centuries, and he's the one that kind of thought of this whole idea. So he has a leadership type of skill, and as well as with Sir Raleigh, he created his own metal suit that gave him immortality. And I'm not really sure how that works out, but I feel like it's somewhat of a combination of Sir Raleigh's machinist skills and also a little bit of voodoo in terms of figuring out how to convert that into living forever. Not to also dismiss, but he is very strong. So I don't know if he's on the same level as Mugshot. He might be in the same
Wow, that's one tough owl.
category as Panda King, as you cannot take him lightly. He is very strong. And on top of that, he has his whole he has a whole game, slide 2, he has a whole game breaking down his body parts and explaining how lethal they actually are. His eyes have been known for hypnotizing, which is pretty crazy in itself.
We've learned that the Contessa, who until recently was a secret member of the Claw Gang, is in possession of the Clockwork Eyes. The Thievius Raccoonus describes the eyes stopping opponents dead in their tracks, transfixed in their gaze. It doesn't take a genius to figure out what an accomplished hypnotist could do with such powerful artifacts.
But yes, this is why I think Clockwork has to take the cake. When you actually dive into it and understand that his talents are so strong, his lungs can run trains forever.
Easy there, partner. You're all up in a lather. It's just that I found some real use for the clockwork parts I got. Why, I put 3 of them in the engines of my best trains. With those robotic doohickeys feeding the fire, them trains will run all night and all day.
His eyes are hypnotized, and who knows about his wings? Oh my god. So Clockwork really turned himself into an ultimate being of destruction in order to take down Sly Cooper and his family. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up. Let me know what y'all think. If y'all would move any members higher or lower, I'm curious to find out. And if you haven't, I have a poll up that is gonna probably be the easiest way for y'all to let me know y'all's feedback. But if not, leave it down in the comment section below, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.